such a long way. Let me tell you something. Snoop should have got this star just for making it out of the 90s. But seriously, think about this. Think about this time. Back in the day, Snoop came to me at a very low point in my life, and I had just separated myself from Ruthless Records. I had no money for food. I didn't have furniture at my house at that time. I had to start completely over from scratch, and at that moment in my life, it was make it or break it for me. Then, it was time to do my first solo album, The Chronic, right? I had no idea how I was going to do it, how it was going to get done, and then boom, here comes Snoop, right? But true diamond in the rough. I mean, Snoop is just pure, raw talent. Nobody sounds like Snoop. And when he opens his mouth, you know exactly who it is, you feel me? No, not only that, but his style and charisma made me feel like he was destined to be a superstar. You know when you can just feel it, he's got that thing, that it factor, you feel me? So this is what I was experiencing at that time, and all I had to do was go in the studio and do my part. So bear with me. Yeah. But listen, Snoop was always there for me, ready to work and constantly motivating and pushing me and making me believe I could do it. I mean, I could always hear his voice in my head. Come on, Dr. Dre, cuz, you can do this. You just gotta keep it gangster. So yeah, we went on for a continuous 9 months to create that album, and that record completely changed the course of my life. And I can imagine where I would be in my life if I had not collaborated with Snoop. That album was the foundation to this amazing life I'm living right now, and because of that, we became family. You know? Now fast forward to Snoop's first solo album, Doggy Style. It's time for me to return the favor. You know, I thought it was going to be a cakewalk. I thought all we had to do was go back in the studio and do the same exact thing that we did when we made The Chronic. But by that time, gangbanging showed up. There was a lot of money floating around. But me and Snoop, we kept our eyes on the prize, and we knew that this record, Doggy Style, had to be better, or at least as good as The Chronic. So we spent 10 months. A non-stop 10 months trying to work on that album throughout some of the worst situations you can imagine in the studio. And I'm talking about some bloody situations at time, but we managed to get through it all, get through all of that bullshit, and here we are right now doing this right like this. You feel me? Okay, so listen to this. Before I go any further, I gotta say congratulations and thanks to Snoop's wife, Shantae. Make some noise for Shantae. Yes. Check it out. They've been married 21 years, you know? And they've been together since high school. Now, is there anybody out there that's still with their high school sweetheart? Yeah, I didn't think so. Shantae, boss lady, I feel like you've done an amazing job with Snoop and your kids. You have a beautiful family. That's what's up. So listen to this. From the moment I met Snoop, literally till right now, we've never said this word to each other. And that word is no. We've never told each other no. We always show up for each other, no matter what it is. Now just imagine having a person like that in your life for almost 30 years. You feel me? Yeah. Real talk. All right, so now I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I could go on for hours, but you guys get the idea. Snoop, I'm honored to be a part of your legacy. Thank you for letting me come up here and share some of my thoughts about how I feel about you. And I love you, man. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Dre. Well, our next speaker was named by Time Magazine as one of the 6 most influential jazz artists of the 20th century. With an over 6-decade career, he has encompassed the roles of composer, record producer, artist, film producer, arranger, conductor, instrumentalist, TV producer, record company executive, television station owner, magazine founder, multimedia entrepreneur, and humanitarian. He has received 27 Grammys and is the most nominated Grammy artist of all time with a total of 79 nominations. Please welcome Walk of Famer Quincy Jones.
And every day she used to tell me, Quincy, your music will never be more or less than you are as a human being. And that's what's great about this brother here. I love this man for a long, long time. How long have you been, son? Since I was knee-high to a 3 high. I knew him before electricity. I used to meet St. Louis. My aunt used to run a hotel down there. I did something else. Anyway. I gotta get up this morning. Anyway, this man is very special in my life, or I would not be up at 11 in the morning. This morning, I'm so excited to be with all of you this morning to recognize and honor my nephew and my slender homie. Daddy. I met his daddy today. Look at him down there. Snoopy was 25 years ago, but it seems only yesterday that you and your crew were hanging out my house. I wasn't even in town, but it's all right, though. Because you were family then and you are family now and forever, eternally. And how magnificent your journey has been from East St. Louis to Long Beach to Hollywood. I used to go to, they would see my grandmother when I was 7 years old. I'm so enormously proud of all of you to treat professionally, man. And personally, too, for making doggy style a way of life and to be one of the first hippopreneurs to be such a positive role model and influence in the community. And it's no surprise to me because I've always known that there was no undertaking or challenge you could not overcome. You're not just an artist and an entertainer, you are a visionary, and you deserve this star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame and every other recognition that comes your way. Congratulations, Snoop. I can't wait to see what you bring us in the next 25 years.
Well, thank you, Quincy Jones. So, Snoop, you have a lot of special friends here. I can't introduce all of them, but I do want to acknowledge a few if they'd wave to the audience. We have Walk of Famer Pharrell Williams here. Walk of Famer John Singleton. Ted Sarandos, the Chief Creative Officer of Netflix. Rapper Warren G. Rapper and producer Big Boy. Rapper Dolla. Hip-hop producer Battle Cat. And we have Jeannie Buss, the president of the LA Lakers. And I think we have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar here as well. Welcome, everyone. Well, our next speaker is a television host, comedian, writer, and producer. He is the host and executive producer of Jimmy Kimmel Live, which is on ABC, and which is shot right here. And in fact, his and Snoop stars are right next to each other. Please welcome Walk of Famer Jimmy Kimmel.
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Snoop Dogg. You know the rest. I don't know how I follow the two greatest record producers of all time, but I'll give it a try. I'm Jimmy Kimmel. I'm Snoop's second coolest white friend after Martha Stewart. I've known Snoop since you were in pigtails, which you might be tomorrow, I don't know. We met in 1994. I was working at K-Rock, a radio station here in town that did not play Snoop's music, but I loved Snoop and I loved his music and I wanted him to be on our show. So we called and asked and we were excited. We didn't know what to expect. We wanted to make a good impression. To be honest, at that time we were worried he might shoot us if we didn't. So I called a friend who had another friend who sold what in those days was called marijuana. And I bought some of it and rolled it up and we put the joints in a prescription bottle. And when Snoop showed up at the radio station, I gave it to him and he was very happy. He said, and I remember exactly what he said. He said, "Now that's my kind of medicine." And we've been homies ever since.